What would you say to the people that I feel like leading up to the pandemic, there's a lot of talk of like, oh, there's about to be another real estate crash, like happens every 10 years, like blah, blah, blah. And then even when the pandemic was happening, a lot of people were scared that landlords weren't going to get their rent paid and like it was just a bad time for real estate. I'm a little bit invested in real estate, but nothing like crazy. So, what would you say to people that, because stocks are crazy right now. People are really investing in stocks heavily.
Heavily, yeah.
Do you think people should be scared of like real estate? No. Whether it's stocks or like REITs or like just the market in general, do you think it's coming, like a crash is coming, or do you think that's bullshit?
No, because even I was watching the Fed Chairman Powell talk today.
Yeah, he ain't letting anything slide. He's like, "No, I'm paying. What do you need?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Any money you need, I got you."
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I say that. And he even spoke on this topic in his interview that he was doing, and he was saying that. Yeah, basically they're doing everything in their power to make that not the case. He's saying this is very different than the recession in, 07.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask you. I wonder if it's like when something that bad and catastrophic happens, it almost makes you better prepared in the future.
Yeah.
And they're almost being overly cautious now.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say to someone who just doesn't fully understand all this stuff? Like, what was the difference between that time era, because I know there was a lot of shady loans happening versus now.
Exactly. And The Big Short is a great movie to watch.
Right, I love that movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean there was a lot of bad loans that were in fraud that was happening in the industry at that time, and then
there was people like they were shorting the loans, which is what that movie was about.
Yeah.
So it was like bad loans, and then on top of it, people hoping that the loans essentially go default.
Bust. Yeah,
that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, because all of those loans were based on like no documentation. And a huge amount of them, and then a lot of them were being packaged as like grade A plus, loans and stuff like that.
So would you say that a lot of the issue was how they were labeling it to the government and to just the people in general, like the market? It's like everyone thinks like, oh, the market's great, but really they're labeling the quality of the loans improperly.
Exactly, and just originating it based on. There was no, for the most part, like the people that I know that are older in the industry, they say, oh, back then if you had a pulse, you can get a loan. You can be an animal and get a loan.
So it's a little bit more regulated now, is what you're saying.
Oh, no.
Because you're a loan officer. That's part of what you do. You give out loans. So I mean, you're telling us we got from your mouth, it's a lot more regulated now. It's harder.
So much more regulated.
This isn't 2007, 2008 right now.
Yeah, no, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, was not even in existence back then. And that was something that was created as a result of the Dodd-Frank Act, which was something that was created as a, result of that to protect the consumer against, this kind of behavior again from people in that industry. And now it's back then loan officers didn't even have to have a license. Now you're required to have an NMLS license. Like it's much more regulated. But now Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are government sponsored entities now. So there's a lot of government involvement on conventional loans and all that stuff. So there's so many protections that are put in place now. So that's not the case of what's causing this recession. This recession is actually caused by the government telling you, hey, everyone, you guys can't go to work. You know what I mean? So I would take that recession any day over something that was like the 2007, 2008 recession, because this is actually government implemented. Government caused this. And that's what Chairman Powell was saying today. Like, we caused this. So we have to go through, extended measures.
It wouldn't be right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, that would be like where, that's
like, I'm sitting here, like, I don't know if I'm going to play a show till 2021. And it's like,
yeah,
I was playing shows every weekend before that, you
right.
know? So,
right. So as a loan officer, do you make money based on how many loans you're giving out, or is that commission based or no?
Oh yeah, it's commission based because I'm at a place that's a brokerage.
Okay.
So it's all based on the deals that you do, but and even people that are at banks can be set up with that structure. But I do know some people at a bank I bank with, East West Bank.
Yeah.
They're really great. Check them out.
Yeah, shout them out. Hell yeah.
But yeah, my friend that's a loan officer there, she's salary.
Okay.
But they flood her with work though.
Yeah.
So I kind of like being
like overwork her.
Okay.
Yeah. For like her, and I think
It's like punching in and punching out. Like,
And so, like, for a job like this, which is so interesting because I don't know if people know this, my mom is a loan officer and she works for a really big credit union in Minnesota.
Nice,
But I've never really asked her about what she does. But do you need any schooling or like any licensings to be a loan officer at all? Or?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. The NMLS license. You
Okay.
have to have that.
You do. Okay. And how long does something like that take?
But some banks though, not very long. There's different
like 6 months vibes or like.
No, there's even accelerated courses where you can do it a lot sooner than that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but there's sometimes though banks will let you. Oh no, I'm not exactly sure, but I've heard that some bankers have said that they didn't have to do the same NMLS stuff that we have to do as independent loan officers. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
so it's that's so interesting. It's like I could just like take, do a 6-month course and then independently I'm legally allowed to give out loans. Or do you have to partner with like a specific bank that?
Oh no, you have to be endorsed by a company.
So that bank. Oh, like what do you mean?
So I'm at Malibu Funding, so they have to actually like endorse you as you have the relationship with them, right? So they kind of oversee what you're doing. So
That's considered like a real estate company.
Well, yeah, but it's a mortgage brokerage, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. It's all making more sense.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, I didn't
Feel
know
more
shit about
comfortable
this.
now. I'm
Me
about to go
too.
buy a fourplex.
Yo, low key, we about to go live in a little fourplex.
Yeah, man. FAH, where you at?
Yes.